All right, here we are, guys. Fantasy Family Fun Day, and don't believe what you see on the news. I know they say New South Wales is under severe fire, but wouldn't you know it, this weekend we've had a heap of rain, but the show must go on, and I tell you what, we've got a big marquee out the back. We're here at Fantasea Aquariums. You can see they do a whole heap of things here, home or office servicing, custom design tanks. We've got some ponds set up here in the front, so you can see if you want something freshwater set up out the front, you can do that. Really nice little setups, but let's get on out the back so you guys can see both what's in the main store and also what our fraggers and what special events we've got going on out there. You can see we've got some really nice display tanks here, this one being a Red Sea Reefer. We've got some AI lights on this one. You can see we've got some cool tangs in there. Nice sail fin. We've got some nude clowns, the guys that are just straight orange. We got, what else can I see there? Nice little cleaner ass. We got some cool torches and hammer gardens along the top here. In fact, I quite like that reverse stem that's stretching up back there. And if we come over here, we can check out Fantasea. Got a huge range of frags of their own. In fact, we've got a great assortment here. We've got some Chellis, some Montes, some Cephastrias, Galaxias, looks like some Leptos. Parietes, some really nice Chellis frags down here in the front. Looks like maybe some Cephastria, Gonoporia, some Acan frags, of course, some Zoas. And then if we pan up here, we can see we've got this display tank here, which is, display tank, coral tank, which has got some huge showpiece corals. It's kind of hard on screen to give you an idea of just how large they are, but that hammer in the middle there is gigantic. I would say it's probably 1 foot by 1 foot, a gold tip hammer, absolute monster. And then if you have a look next to it, we've got this beautiful large Christmas tree Parietes rock. We've got some nice other corals in here. We've got some SPS, we've got some LPS, some really nice Montes. See a nice Turbinaria there, a really nice shape on that Turbinaria. We've got some Zoas, Acans, some torches. Check out this gigantic rock of these beautiful gold Zoas, either 24Ks or potentially scrambled eggs. Someone out there that knows their Zoas will be able to tell me. And also check out this torch here. It's a really fine stem torch. In fact, there's a few there with fine stem. I'm not sure if they're from East Coast or West Coast, but they're pretty cool to see. Got a gigantic Lobo here as well. It's got some really nice colour through it. You can see some pink speckles and some yellow speckles. Some smaller hammers, of course, if you're not after something that is 1 by 1 foot. And we've got more corals in here as well. We've got some reverse stems, some gold tips. We've got a nice big clam. I'll get a closer look at that in a minute. A nice pink hammer there. This one here, I'll get my finger on screen there. That one there, I'm pretty sure that's from Ocean Life Marine. They do these incredible rainbow hammers. For marine life watching, we are at Fantasea Aquariums. I'll pan down here. Fantasea Aquariums Family Fun Day. We've got face painting, food stores, jumping castle, touch ponds, kids activities, frag stores, guest speakers, and aquarium auctions. So this is where we're at today. It runs all day today. If you're within driving distance, I highly recommend coming down and checking it out. We got a Aqua 1120 here that's just been fitted out with an Illumagic glaze, and it's got the full Delua package on this one now. So we're running the Coral Essentials range of supplements here, as well as the Great White Skimmer. So we're keen to see how this tank evolves. It was running the standard equipment, so it's been upgraded with this. We'll see how that affects things there. And we'll pan around here just because it's a little bit quieter over here. So, marine life, you're in the States, yeah, it's going to probably take you longer than a day to get here. So you might miss out, but feel free to join in and watch the live party as we pan around. We've got this big display tank in here built into the wall. It's got some big soft corals in there. You can see, unfortunately, this leather's just going through its sulking phase at the moment. But look at this beautiful piece up here. These are corals that I think get overlooked in aquariums too often. We get a little bit fixated on the bounce morphs and the crazy Walt Disney SBS, but to be honest, almost nothing looks better than a really nice, happy and healthy leather coral, a soft coral, just really enjoying life. You can see we've got a beautiful little Sohol tang in there. He won't remain little for long. We've got a couple of angels in there, making sure the corals don't grow too much. And we'll have a bit of a pan around, see what else we can see. We've got a whole range of dry goods behind the counter here, including the full Triton range. Got Michelle over here behind the counter today, making sure there's no waiting lines here. So if you're after things, Michelle can process that for you straight away. We've got the full Triton range. We've got their calcium, their alkalinity, and of course all of their trace elements. We've got their bromine, boron, calcium, smaller version of the alkalinity increaser, iodine, potassium, magnesium, manganese, sulfate, strontium, cobalt, chromium. What's this one? Biobase. I believe this is if you're running an ultra-low nutrient system, if you need to add a little bit more, waste to your tank. Same with the nitrogen. We've got phosphorus, iron, metal remover. I've actually used this one before. This is a crazy product. Very good if you get high metals in your tank. One dose, well, if you get a Triton ICP, it'll tell you how to dose it and tell you what you need to do to get rid of it. But we've also got the lithium, and we've got their magnesium, we've got their DI resin, we've got their phosphate remover, and the full packs down here if you want to do the full Triton method, which is pretty cool. We've got the brand new range of AI lights. We've got the good range of mag floats and a heap of the blades, which is cool to see because I like to replace my blades often, and nothing's worse than your local fish shop running out of blades. These guys must have, if I try and pan up underneath there, must have about 50 of those blades in stock, so you're not going to run out. We've got the full range of Red Sea supplements and nutrition programs. We've got the API range, Aquan spare parts. We've got a good selection of polyfilter. We've got the Seacam range over there and some supplements. Got some Coral Box skimmers up the top there. I think Marine Life was asking how much the gold tip torches were. I'll have to check that out for you. We've got some freshwater range here of filters, hang-on filters, which are also great for marine like frag tanks and stuff. Got the little canister ones. Come back over here, see if I can find the torch for you, but just in 1 second. We've got Anthony Blinoff, the man himself from Duluth, trying to hide from the camera, but not going to happen. A range of dry goods here for freshwater tanks. Big, compare my hand, I got big hands. That's a big shipwreck there, and of course all your tiki style, Fiji style ornaments as you do. Let's see if we can find those torches that we were talking about. I'll give you another look at that gigantic hammer. That large one you can see is 999 Australian, which I guess at the moment is probably about 550, 600 US dollars. But like I said, it is probably a foot by a foot. It's a large piece. We've got these sort of more basic green tip torches are $65. Got some really nice selection of elegance corals here. You can see these pink tips here, blue tip and another pink tip. They're going at $120 each. Good Aussie elegance corals. One that I quite like, and it's a little bit hard to see through there, but that piece in there is a real fine bubble coral. Bubble corals you just don't see a lot of in general, but normally when you do, they're the larger bubble. So when I see the ones that have those real fine bubbles, they're really cool to see. Let's see down here, we've got another elegance. This one's a blue tip at only 75, so here's a steel. So we've got a turbinaria with a really cool growth pattern there. Got some fungias, we've got some palm tree corals, another highly underrated coral in my opinion. They just look absolutely beautiful. I've taken some macro shots of those, and I've had like 100 messages from people asking me what coral it is and where do they get it. And then when I tell them or I point it out to them at a local fish shop, they're like, yeah, no, that's a weed. They are just beautiful. I highly recommend them. See if we can get a better look at the torches and things. We've got good flow here, so it's kind of hard to see, but you'll be able to see how blue that clam is. I'll come around the top. Yeah, it's hard to see with the water flow, but it is absolutely glowing. Let's see what else we can find. This nice reverse stem hammer here is got just the right amount of extension, for my opinion. It's not going to sting things, but it's also not bound up too tightly. We've got the trademark yellow tang, which is the Fantasea Aquarium's logo, so there's always yellow tangs on hand here. We've got some smaller elegance corals. We've got nice bright sun corals here. What else can I find? Some nice Gonioporas there. Looks like a nice stylo back there. I know he's green, but very vibrant green. We've got some Trachyphilias there. Let's see, we've got some bubble corals, some Sonarias, some nice deshies actually. I'll try and get the camera around this side, see if we can have a look at these deshies. Check out them. Absolutely beautiful corals. Big fan of the Deshies at the moment. Well, I say at the moment, I have been for a long time. Let's see if we can see where these gold torches were. Was it these ones here? Let's have a look. It's pretty busy at the back, which is where we're headed, so I'll just try and pan in on these while we're here. This guy, one piece, has got a completely green coral and then some purple ones, which is cool to see. And then let's see what we got over here. Beautiful big pectina up there. I think he's only $100, which is amazing. That's a big showpiece pectina. And I think that's a pectina next to it over here. It's listed as 40. I'd have to double check that price. He's a big piece if that is the correct price. Check out that Galaxia in the back over here. Just trying to sting everything near it. That's what they do. They're beautiful corals, but they are pretty aggressive. Let's pan back over. Oh, we've already seen this tank in here, but he's got some crazy corals in there. One thing that you'll also find at Fantasea aquariums, they've got a number of display tanks, but everything in the display tanks is for sale. You just have to ask staff for pricing because this is a, whilst it's called Fantasea aquariums, it's a shop and they're here to sell things, not just display things. So everything is for sale. You just got to check on the price. We got this tank here, a big, I think this is an Aqua 1 tank here. Going for the absolute low maintenance reef tank in that we've got nice, easy to keep corals in Xenia. And we've got some damsels, we've got domino damsels, we've got the blue and yellow damsels. Nice little mix there. Some other guys there. I think there might be devil damsels, so some traditionally pretty difficult fish, but we'll see how they go. This panther we've got, despite the rain, we've got a big marquee out the back. We've got a lot of people out there, so just let some people through. We've got, oh, don't mind me, the gimbal just had a little wig out. Got a beautiful elegance in there. You can see what I was saying about the sign before. The stock is for sale in all the display tanks. We'll just pan around this way. You're all right, it's all good. All right, let's have a look now. We got this beautiful anemone. I'm not sure what type of anemone that is. It could be a sea bait. Some basic ockies in there, wild caught Ocellaris. We've got some bubble tips. We've got a nice, really nice red carp down here with, I think, a sexy shrimp or two in there. Pretty cool. In fact, the sexy shrimp are cheap. $150 a pair. Porcelain crabs, $175 a pair. The red hedoni, $18.50. Really nice piece. We've got a large candy apple anemone as well. That will be this dude over here. Stunning piece. And you can see the clowns are more than happy swimming around in there. Pan over here, we've got some frags in here, some ockies keeping them company. We've got some Sakura Sunrise zoas. See a bunch of Dallas frags. We'll just come over here and check out these clowns. These are the clowns from Coastal Clownfish. These guys are they breed some very popular clowns. Check out that mock storm there. What an absolute stunner of a fish. But it doesn't just have to be the latest designer clownfish. I made him some of their, I'm doing air quotes that you can't see on camera. Some of their standard clowns are absolute showpieces as well. In fact, I quite like this guy up here, which I'm not sure if he's like a storm or a Wyoming white or something that's gone wrong, but he's got like a full white face, but then he sort of morphs back into a standard pattern from the back, which is pretty cool. This tank also has, if I just pan down a little bit, some crazy recordia in here for some orange ones. We've got some orange splash ones. We've got greens and yellows, some more oranges. We've got some really nice morphs as well. Some blue tongans, some fluffies. Great assortment of morphs in there. And then if we come over here, we've still got more fish. Let's have a look. We've got up the top here, we've got some large guys here. We've got this beautiful, check out this, I'll get him on camera. This beautiful trigger. It just looks like an angry guy, but absolute showpiece of a fish. In fact, he's showing us his teeth now. You wouldn't want to feed him too many corals because you will finish him off, but he's a pretty cool dude. And then down here we got some nice Fijian fox face. Looks like we've got a long nose wrasse, some butterflies, some cleaner wrasse. We've got a lovely naso there. Nice little school of Banggai cardinals, what I would consider a absolute essential of all reef tanks, a Banggai cardinal. Come down here, we've got a beautiful ribbon eel. This guy's quite long, puts on a bit of a show too. He's got his little bit of PVC to hide in, but As you can see, he's a big unit. Looks like there is another fish in there. Hopefully he's not food, although he could be. The eels are hunting him out. So we'll come over this way just so we can let people through. We can see we've got some tanks up there. Oh, you guys are right. It's all good. We've got some triggers up there. We've got, I think that's a big domino damsel. We've got some other fish in there. Sorry guys, I'm doing this live, so I'm not best prepared. We've got a scopaz in there. We've got some antheas, looks like square block antheas. Some tiny little blue tangs. We've got a little rabbit fish in there. We've got the bicolor angel. And then if we come down here, we got, I'm not sure what this guy is. He's kind of hard to see on camera. I'll see if I can find his card along the bottom here. I'm not sure if he's some sort of hybrid tang. I'm not sure. He looks pretty cool. He's got this bright orange stripe on his rear fin there. We've got the magnificent fox face, always a stunning fish. We've got a bunch of blue chromis in there, some cleaner ass, really cool assortment. We'll try and come around the corner and see if we can have a look at some more fish. Should also point out we've got a number of planter tanks along here just so you can get all of your plant supplies. These guys come from Aquarium Industries in Melbourne. And you see these planter tanks are absolutely packed. Good assortment. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of the plants, but I'm sure they're nice ones. We've got betas galore here because being a family event, we're sort of thinking that we've encouraged people to come along that don't even have fish tanks yet. So a great place to start is beta. So we've got a great assortment and stock range. In fact, you can see we've got a bunch of betas in for the day here. And a lot of these beta setup tanks, I believe they're running these setups. You get everything you need from the tank, the substrate, the food, obviously the fish, everything you need for under $100. A heater, I think a pump. Pretty good deal if you're looking to get a little aquarium. And check out this little guy up here I've been looking at, this red one. He's a stunning fish, absolutely beautiful. Or if red's not your thing, check out this pearly blue and white one. Very cool fish. All right, it is fairly crowded in here, but we'll make our way through. I'll just pan around here. We've got this nice little display tank here on the counter. I believe this is a Dimax. We've got some zoas, some green star polyps, little hammer frags. See some Rhodactis, some Recordias. This Rhodactis here is like a green and gold, absolute stunner. And nice little, looks like maybe a sunrise Gonoporia. See the frag tanks are a popular space. I was going to go down this way over here and check out more fish, but as you can see, we're pretty jam-packed. So we might head outside and I'll show you where the main action is happening. And we'll go out there and see where all the fun in the sun, although we're lacking the sun, but we're not lacking the fun. Come out here, we've got this huge 15 by 7 metre marquee. So there's no shortage of people out here either. So come over this way. We'll start at one end and we'll go to the other. We've got the obligatory Mr. Whippy van here. My daughter will love that one because he's got Pikachu on the side. So we've got Mr. Whippy van here. We've got hot dogs getting made on site. With all the trimmings, you've got your cheese, your mustard, your sauce, barbecue sauce if you prefer. We've got Mr. John Kay selling some frags over here. Let's have a look what John's got in the tank. He's got a good assortment of zoas because he's known for his zoas. Let's have a look. I think we've got orange mandarins, rastas. What other zoas you got, John?
We've got shadow makers, fruit loops, a few unusual green eggs and ham.
Green eggs and ham, nice.
Yeah, I had to name it myself, couldn't find it. So we'll see how it goes.
Nice. Looking good. What about in this tank here, your SPS and LPS?
Just some basic SPS.
Basic SPS. We've got some nice, beautiful bird's nests there. We've got some Monties. Nice, really nice fluffy morph there, or fluffy Rhodactis. Got some Xenia, which is even starting to pulse in the tank there.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Some nice red Monty with the blue polyps. Some cool stuff. Very nice. All right, let's pan over here. We've got this tank here is to be auctioned off. It's being raising money for, I believe it's the reptile park nearby, or it could be for the bushfire relief. We see we've got some Sunny D's, looks like candy apples. We've got some, I believe they're Darth Mauls. These look like Rastas, and some more Sakura Sunrise. I think potentially these ones here are Fruit Loops. But yeah, you know me, I'm not a Zoa guy. Before we check out Michael and Joe's three tanks, let's Have a look over here at the prizes that are to be raffled off. We've got a huge number of prizes to give away. We've got a good assortment of the ICP tests from Triton, both their organics test and their standard test. We've got some fantastic things here from Aqua Premium in the Marine Pure pack, the poly filter packs, which all of our frag tanks today are running poly filter in them to keep our water nice and clean. We've got some salt from Red Sea. We've got a Tunzi Turbal Nano Stream pump. We've got an Acryl in-tank pump, some more poly filter packs, and some good marine books too, which is always cool to see. All right, let's pan over here. We'll check out what Michael and Joe have got, because they always bring a great assortment of Zoas. Let's have a look. All right, we'll start at their self-described El Primo tank, which is where I like to start. And we've got this incredible rainbow trackie here. Check out the colours on that guy. Just remembering that he's just been in the car for a few hours and then has been sat in this tank outside with a different light. And he's already fat and happy and full of colour. Absolute stunning piece. You can see we've got this beautiful red and green and white bubble tip anemone. What else we got in there? It looks like we've got some green goblin, some red setosa. I believe we've got red polyp Dallas. We've got Monty here, red Monty with yellow polyps. Some special Zoa. I don't know the name of that Zoa, but that's okay. We've got a beautiful gold rush there. It's got the blue and the green polyps on the gold rush. We've got this here grafted Monty cap, where you can see it's got the red and the green going through it. We've got a couple of Deshis there. Great stock in the El Primo tank. And if we come over here, this is the second tier El Primo tank, which is hard to believe because there's some absolute cracking pieces in here. We've got an assortment of glitter goni frags. We've got red goni or pink goni frags. We've got forest fire digi, blue digi or purple digi. A good assortment of digis. We've got this beautiful gold torch there. We've got a great assortment of recordias in there. Got some nice chalice frags there and all sorts of Zoas. Let's see what else we got that I can know. This piece up here is kind of hard to see there. I'm not actually sure what that one is, but it's got a teal green base with these beautiful blue polyps. I'm not sure if it's some sort of bird's nest or stylo or digi even, perhaps. Very nice piece. And if we come across over to this tank, you can see these are $35 each or 3 for $100. I'll just make sure I let everyone get into the tank, so I don't want to cost anyone any sales by filming. $35 a piece or 3 for $100. And you see we've got some like man-made graphs there where we've got green and red Monty together. We've got some beautiful tricolour frags. There's another one of those digis or acros that have got that beautiful metallic blue polyp. We can see we've got some of these cool like traffic light sort of style morph combos there. We've got blasto frags. You can see we've got these lobos. We've got these really nice like explosive Fantasea frags. We've got some orange Monty with like green and yellow polyps, which are really nice. We've got some like purple Monty. And then this is almost too good to be true. I can't believe this tank, because they're $20 each or 3 for $50. Try and tell me anywhere else where you can find 3 frags this high quality for $50. These are just absolute stunners. Kind of hard to show on screen, but these SBS here, these acros are just bright yellow. We've got some nice Monties. We've got some Valedias, I think they are. Looks like a nice stag or robusta up there. Some beautiful bird's nests. There's another one of those stags up there. It's kind of hard to show you the colours on these pieces. If I come from the top, you might see better. Have a look at the rainbow of colours in there. 3 for $50. Blows my mind. If that tank is not empty by the end of the day, I will be severely shocked. Now, I'm going to jump out of the way because there was a lot of people trying to see in that tank there. Let's come over here and see what the man himself, David Sirius, has brought to the event. He's got some beautiful Zoas here for us. What do we got? Oh, the camera's panning up on me. We got some candy apples.
Candy apple reds.
Candy apple, orange candy apple reds. Wow, I didn't even know there was different candy apples.
Yeah, Devil Armor, heaps of Art of Chaos.
Art of Chaos, Devil Armor, beautiful.
Blue Hornets.
Blue Hornets. Great assortment and cheap too, man. Like $20, $30. I'm assuming the ones up there are dearer.
Yeah, that's like asked.
Yeah, asked to verify. That's fair
That's
enough. That's the premium shelf up the top here, and then down here we got the $30 and $20 ones, which is fair enough. And then over here you got a bit of an LPS tank going on. Well, LPS softies, you've got this beautiful multicolored morph there. We got some blue digis there. This Acan is crazy. It's Acan, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it almost looks like a bower banky. It's beautiful. Got some red Monties there, some Sunny D's.
Yeah, Sunny D's, Tutti Fruities.
Tutti
a bit of
Fruities.
Zoa combo on these little rocks.
Yeah, nice, nice. Beautiful. Yeah, he's brought some goods. Good to see. Thank you, sir. All right, we'll pan over here and see what Aqua Premium have brought. We've got their range of Aquil pumps. With some information here, we've got turbo filters. It wouldn't be a frag event without polyfilter. Polyfilter's obviously the mechanical filtration of choice, not only because it is a mechanical filtration, but it also removes, as you can see here, harmful organics, toxic ammonia, heavy metals, all forms of phosphates, medications after treatment. So it's a mechanical filtration, but also a chemical filtration, which, you know, 2 in 1, it's hard to go wrong. And the strangest thing is, it's really cheap. I don't know why they make it so cheap. It should be dearer because it does so much. But hey, that's not up to me to set the price. If it's cheap, I'll buy it. We got the New Love Spectrum probiotics range of foods here. I was talking to a person about those before, and my local fish shop started feeding this food, and have said that since they started feeding this, they have to siphon out their tanks, their fish-only tanks, a third of the amount of time compared to the food they were feeding before. And that's because the bacteria in this food actually helps clean up after itself. Not only does it help clean up after itself if it's not eaten, but it helps clean up after itself if it has been eaten and goes out the other end. Plus, it also puts good bacteria into the fish, so it improves fish health as well as cleaning up after itself. A pretty incredible food. Doesn't get enough hype in my opinion, so I'm doing my bit to try and bump that up a little bit. We've got Marine Pure here, basically the original and the best biofilter housing, I guess. So we've got these neat little displays where you can see we've got a pump down the bottom there that pumps the water up, and it flows through the Marine Pure. And the guys are that confident that it's going to flow through the Marine Pure that there's no actual lip on the side here. The water could run over the edge, but it simply doesn't because it's that porous. We've got the blocks, the spheres, I should say, and even these little gems now. So if you got like a nano tank or something and you want to get some Marine Pure in there, you don't have to try and squish them up. You can fit the gems in there. We've also got the, I can't pronounce this, but I'm going to say Dainichi, tropical fish food. I don't know a lot about it being a freshwater food, but I know that if Chris is carrying it, it's going to be absolutely fantastic brand. And of course, we've got 20% off this whole range here today, so you can come down and pick up any of these items here. You buy them from the counter as per normal, and you get 20% off, which is a pretty good deal. All right, we'll pan over here. We'll see Peggy's Promise, who's got some rescued dogs here for us. If you're looking to rescue a dog, adopt a dog today, we've got a few dogs here. You can see there's a couple about over here just getting taken out for a little trial run, go out for a walk and just get a little bit of fresh air, and they're all here. So Peggy's here showing some dogs that you can adopt, and of course just showing a case of a range of items that you can take to help get them settled in. But if you're after more information, check out Peggy's Promise online and you'll find more info there. You can see over here we got Finding Nemo, of course. What other kind of jumping castle would you have? I'll just pan around over here. And of course it's Finding Nemo. Despite the rain, it's still very popular with the kids. And we've got all the kids lining up to get in there. My daughter will be here soon. Believe it or not, she's just out getting her nails done, as all 5-year-olds do. But once she's had her nails done, she'll be on that in that jumping castle very soon. In this tank here, we've got a touch pond for the kids, and I'll just bring it down here so we can get the lens through there. Gonna struggle. Yeah, it's gonna struggle. But basically, what it is, I'll go from the top. The first 15 minutes of every hour, we'll open this up for the kids to have a touch pond in there. We've got a range of starfish in there, all sorts of different starfish. We've got a big trocus, which is going to be hard for me to get on camera. But a big trocus, we've got a big, I'm not even sure what that is. I'll have to come back at the start of the hour to check it out. And of course, you can't have a touch pond without a shark. So we've got a shark in there just to make sure it keeps all the kids' fingers honest. Nah, he's a nice little leppy shark. He won't take anyone's fingers. We'll be all good. Got a range of dog beds on hand for the day. If you're going to take a dog, you want to make sure you get a bed for it. That's for sure. We'll pop over here and see Nathan and Taylor from Reef Revolution. Hey guys, we are live. Just give you the heads up. So don't swear at me, please. Fair enough. You want to tell us about the range? And it might be hard. I'll relay what you say because I got the mic over here. You've got your new range of supplements in here. So for those who've been following along, we've got the Parasite Remover. We've been on the market for a while. We've got the Probio Blast. We've got the Amino Blast. And of course the ever famous Polyp Feast Coral Food in the two different sizes. But now we've also got these range of supplements. We've got the calcium powders, alkalinity powders, magnesium and potassium. Now, you were telling me earlier on there's a few differences with these to the other ones on the market.
Yes. Others on the market I can't really speak too much for.
Sure.
But mine are obviously 4 easy to mix supplement powders.
Yep.
Manufactured in our factory at the Digital Coast,
Yep.
New South Wales. They are actually a full powder. They're not like a flake or a...
Yeah, so these are manufactured in Australia, in New South Wales here, and as
nice powder.
they are a powder, not a crystal, not a flake.
This isn't an actual anhydrous, so it's not dehydrated or anything like that. It's actually anhydrous, so you get actually more for your money.
Right, it's better value for your money. So you've got a 2.2 kilo tub there of calcium. Let's have a look on here. That mixes up to be, let's have a look. You can see on there instructions. You take 800 milliliters of RODI water, fill it into a 1 litre measuring jug, and add 138 grams of calcium powder. So every 138 grams of that fine powder mixes up to be a 1 litre of calcium, and that's a maximum dilution calcium at that. Also, check out that beautiful picture on that label. That one came from someone very, very famous. If you haven't taken a hint there, that photo I took of one of my favourite corals. But and Nathan, all of the powders are that nice fine anhydrous. So they're super easy to mix, being that really fine. They don't go off in the bucket because they're not dehydrated. So that
there's a lot of the alkalinity mixes. They'll actually go crystalline at the bottom of your dosing container or something. My product won't. So
yeah, right. So yeah, even if you're only dosing a tiny amount, these won't go funky in your dosing containers if they've been sitting there for a while. You can still mix up a decent batch and it'll hold good for a long time. And what do these sell for, Nathan? What's the powders we got down here? So the powders are normally retailing at $55 for a bucket, that is. $44. Yeah, nice ones. Get down, check out. These products are all Australian made. Nathan and Taylor are here to help you with any of your questions. We've even got this nice little digital display. If you're a bit shy to ask, you can just sit here and watch the display roll through. It'll tell you all the information you need. Come check out the range, Aussie made, and cheers, Nathan. Keep up the good work, man. And we've had Buddha Reef say hi to Spain. Watching in Spain live. So be sure in Spain to ask for Reef Revolution. It's the new Australian range taking our reefing scene by storm. All right, we'll keep panning around. You can see the frag sellers are keeping pretty busy now. We've got a range of people here. And we'll come down here. We've got some dog toys. Just again, if you're adopting a dog. We've got a range of dog foods here. This is Shane, the man himself. This is the store owner with his little man Lachlan there. Pop over here. We'll have a look at this nice range of dog foods here. Of course, if you're adopting a dog, you want to get them off on the right start and give them a nice, healthy range of food to get into things. All right, we're going to get away from the hot dog stall. Otherwise, I'm going to buy all of them and everyone will not like me very much at all. We'll see if we can find our way through store because it's pretty busy in here, which is a great sign. Shane and Melissa have put a lot of time, money and effort into making this day a success, so it's great to see a lot of people in the store. I'm just going to pan around over here. Sorry.
Done it before? Just not we. We've done it at best.
See if we can get over and check out these other fish displays. So we've got more people down there, but it's all cool. We'll get in there. I want to make sure all you guys watching at home don't miss out. I can actually take advantage of showing you some of the other ranges we've got over here. We've got the Vitalis range of fish and coral foods here. We've got the Ocean Nutrition range as well for freshwater and marine, even their Gold Flake range from Vitalis. We've got the Julian Sprung's veggie range. Got a range of the Aquil heaters. These heaters I'm quite a big fan of. They're unbreakable, easy to set. They've got like a nice little digital display on them so you know what temperature you set rather than just turning a dial. We've got your standard Aqua 1 heaters. We've got this nifty little section here because we've got a range of digital timers. We've got either You can use them as coral cutters or freshwater planted tank cutters. You've got the dedicated coral saws from MaxSpec. You've got the MaxSpec glue gun. These ones definitely look like a freshwater planted tank item. We've got a full range here of pond accessories and pumps. So we've got like pond paint, mist makers, lights. What do we got here? What's this? Blitz parasites and blanket weed. A lot of stuff I have no idea about for pumps. For ponds. We've got solar pumps. If you can't get power to your pump, or it's going to cost you too much money, you can get a solar pump. We've got look at this, an automatic fish feeder for a pond. That's imagine that, it's a 1 litre capacity. That's a serious automatic fish feeder. We've got UVs, some more solar pumps. We've even got a pond vacuum, just because, man, I can't even imagine trying to clean a pond. So I guess, yeah, you do it with a vacuum. Some filters. Of course, we've got your spotlights and things, which really bring your ponds to life. Over this way, we've got your freshwater range of fish, which of course I have no idea about, but we'll have a look at them because they're, they're the gateway into this hobby that I follow. So let's check them out. I'll read the. This guy's a dragon blood. That's a pretty cool dude. I'm assuming that's this fella here. He looks pretty scary. Nice looking fish for $45. I must admit, the freshwater guys are a little bit, well, from the outside looking in, it looks like the freshwater guys are fairly spoiled for choice and the fish variety and prices they have to pick from. Check out these dudes, the black calvus. Absolutely full of character. Look at the face on him, absolutely strange looking unit. Let's have a look. We've got some assorted peacocks here. I'm pretending like I know what these are. I'm just reading the labels, that's okay. We've got a nice little filtration section down here for the freshwater fish. And of course, we've got all your escaping requirements there. We've got all the dry rocks and things like that you may need. And of course, hiding up the top there is a great range of some driftwoods, particularly some large pieces if you've got a large planted tank or a freshwater tank you want to do. You can grab all you need there. I'll just pan around this way. We've got a range of reptile goods here. I might have touched on before when we were chatting to Anthony. All your heaters, sand sieves if you need to get your reptile poop out. We've got the heaters, like heating mats, that is, not water heaters. And you've got your UV lamps and stuff there. We've got this freshwater tank here, which just clouded up a little bit after it got a clean yesterday. So I feel a bit sorry for the guys. They were a bit disappointed to cloud it up, but it still looks amazing. Really nice example of what you can do with a freshwater tank. And then if we come over here, we've got even more freshwater fish. We move into some of your more standard stuff like your mollies and guppies, catfish, your male guppies. Let's see what these guys are. What are they? Dwarf gouramis. I know that. I should have knew that. What do we got in here? Assorted angels, some more gouramis, more fish along there. You got some more larger fish down here. Get the camera to work with me. All right, we've got some more guppies. Good assortment along there. These ones I do know. These are neon tetras. Apparently a bit of a staple in the freshwater scene. And these are clown loaches, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, clown loach. Bunch of them all hanging out in the corner as you do. Full of life. I remember I say to people that I went straight to marine. I never had a freshwater tank. It's technically not true. I had a freshwater tank for about 3 months. It was like 9 litres. And I had a clown loach in it. Coolest fish ever. So there you go. You heard it here first. Absolutely not to be taken for granted. I know nothing about freshwater, but these dudes are cool. The ones just sitting down there on the substrate. I'm not sure. They're a bandit cory. Okay. Different looking kind of fish. All right, let's get around the corner and we'll check out the other range of marine fish. It is a pretty popular area, but we'll do what we can to get in there. Yeah, all right, we're pretty busy, but that's okay. We'll have a look. We've got some seahorse. I'll have another quick look at this hammer while we wait. And some nice trackies down here. Beautiful pieces. All right, let's have a look at these seahorses. Because there's also a predator fish I want to show you down here, which is really cool to see. We got some Cuda seahorses. These guys are cheap in my opinion. $65 for a Cuda seahorse. Seems like a really cheap way to set up a tank. Real basic tank, not a lot of flow, some macroalgae in there, a couple of Cuda seahorses. If you're lucky, you'll even get them to breed. Pretty cool little setup. Over here we got a royal gramma. We've got a yellow chorus wrasse. We've got a beautiful angel in there too. Check out that dude there, he's stunning. It's like a little scooter blenny. Come over here, we've got a cleaner wrasse. We've got some sort of fairy wrasse, is it? Yeah, blue fairy wrasse. We've got a sleeper goby. If we pop down here, we've got a few cleaner wrasse. We've got a mandarin. Got a few chorus wrasses in. This looks like a snail tank here. We've got a bunch of Nazaria snails in there. Let's pop back over this way a bit further. We've got some live rock tanks in here. Over this side we've got all the goldfish varieties, which are absolutely singing. I'm not sure what lights they use, but they are bright. They absolutely glow red. And if we pan over this way, where is my... he's in this tank somewhere, this red spot dottyback. Unless he's been sold. There he is. There's the beast. He is an absolute dude of a fish. I reckon if he's a little bit bigger, he'd take your finger. He just looks angry as. And then down this way, we've got some baby blue tangs. We've got a huge sailfin there. Got the camera in there. We've got this big sailfin. We've got a big emperor angelfish, scopaz, yellow tang, a rabbitfish. I think that's a flamingo tang. I'm not sure. Black spot tang. Okay, black spot tang. We've got some clowns, yellow tang, a magnificent fox face. Got a powder blue hiding over there. Come down this way, we've got, let's have a look, all sorts. We've got another sailfin. These guys looking a bit shy. We've got a big blue tang in there, which is freaking everyone out because he's a bit scared. Beautiful blonde narso, one of my favourite fish, but for whatever reason I've had a bad run with them and I just can't put them through that again, so I will admire their beauty from afar. And we may as well have a look at, yes, that's what I did want to show you guys. Something that I used to see everywhere when I was a kid, and I don't see them anymore. I don't know why, is axolotls. There could be a reason behind that, if anyone in the freshwater scene knows why. These guys are cheap, 40 bucks, such a cool little character. You get the like albino ones, or you get these ones with the patterns. Check out the frills on this dude's neck, just crazy. Just a real unique fish that you don't see very often. I don't know why we don't see them more often, but we don't. So I think Bongo's Reef, they're amazing. Yeah, thanks man, thanks for watching. Check out these goldfish in here, absolutely, one of them in there looks like he's about to explode. He's blown up that much. We'll just pan over here. We might wrap the video up. If you've been watching along, thank you very much. Make sure that if you haven't already, jump onto the Fantasea Aquariums Facebook page, give it a big like. The guys have put a lot of time and money into making this event as successful and just trying to bring the world of aquariums to people that don't already have them. So the more we can help by either giving them sales, there's Shane who's having a good day, which is always good. We've got his little man Lockie.
Thanks for watching, guys. Great time.
Cheers, he's smiling, it's always good. We've got Quilly here checking out what more fish he can buy. But yeah, jump on their Facebook page, give it a like, even shoot them a message just saying thanks for having the show, and we're trying to just bring the world of aquariums to more people. The more people that are having aquariums, the more support we get in Australia, the more stock, the more equipment, the more it's just legitimately better for everyone. So try to get behind these businesses that are trying to make the scene a bit better for all of us. That's all I've got time for today, guys, because the hot dog stand is calling. I'm going to go eat one of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks, Bongo's Reef. Catch you next time.